really cynical about this is that the politicians in Sacramento 2 years ago promised that, well, we only need a temporary tax increase for a couple of years while we promise to get our act together, and then the tax increase will go away. Well, here we are 2 years later, and the same or similar group of politicians is proposing, well, we need these taxes for another 5 years. This is precisely why Americans have grown so cynical about government, and Republicans understand that when these tax hikes, either on corporations or individuals, go on the table, fundamental reform comes off the table, and that continues to compound this problem. Bold reform is needed in pensions and education.
Last one. If you don't get that, of course, you are the leader of the Republican Party in California, the GOP chairman in that state. Would you take the responsibility for pushing California to insolvency? Would you do it?
No, the responsibility for being pushed to insolvency lies with those politicians who are there right now, who year after year go play along with the state public employee unions and then avoid bold reform.
Okay, I just want to be clear. You've said yourself that you've got the power to block this thing. You block this budget, and California runs out of money and borrowing power. You push them into insolvency. You're going to do it.
That is a false alternative. And what we see from the Democrats all the time is posing these false alternatives of, well, you have to raise taxes or it's going to be the end of the world. And that's always a false choice. Where is the bold reform in the center? And corporate America has had to do this, but the political class has not had to do it. Now they're having to face the music. And, of course, they're always going to go along with the path of least resistance. And when tax hikes are on the table, then that creates a disincentive to do the bold reform necessary. Governor Brown should borrow a page from Governor Christie in New Jersey, who is doing one thing after another to change the incentive structure so that the cost drivers of government are brought back under control. The single largest expenditure within education is labor. There is no fundamental reform of the collective bargaining process that is driving these costs through the roof.
Okay.
And did you know that...
I'm sorry, Mr. Nearing, I hear you. Articulate statement of where you're coming from, and we really appreciate you being with us today. I'm terribly sorry I'm out of time, but Ron Nearing, thanks very much for joining us, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.